Chapter 1. When I woke up at the strange house in bed with a 39-year-old psychic, I didn't yet know how Sister Gina would change my life. Sister Gina was a psychic too, but we'll get to her later. I drank a bunch of booze the night before and ended up in the arms of another. This kind of happens a lot, more than it should for a man of my experience. But to be greeted at first light by the ageing face of a fading earth mother 10 years my senior, well, that's kind of a new low. Or high. Half full, half empty, half crazy, half happy. Let's just call it a benchmark. It's a new benchmark. Let's rewind to how, Christ, I can't even remember her name. At least once you'd think I'd be able to remember their name. Let's call her the Mystic. This is how she found her way to my side. It was a Friday night, and I'd been at a bar in the town. The book's about a character called Bill McDare, who's a 29-year-old. It's kind of a coming-of-age late tale. Bill's days are spent in a PR agency, which to the outside world maybe seems like a kind of glamorous kind of life to live, that there'll be showbiz parties and champagne. But for Bill, he kind of sees behind the veneer of that world, and it's not all that it's cracked up to be. For Bill, a kind of a typical weekend is drinking as soon as he leaves work and waking up with what for him is the familiar of unfamiliar surroundings, in a bed he's never been in before, or next to a woman he's never met, wondering where the hell he is and how the hell he can get out of there. Chapter 23. 29 years ago on a Friday afternoon, I'd sprung punching and shouting from my poor mother's slender loins, bringing resignation and stretch marks. I was 4 days late. The behaviour of the following 3 decades made it pretty fucking likely I'd been waiting for the weekend. The Buddhists amongst your number will profess, placidly granted, that when my bloody umbilical was being cut by my half-drunk father against the self-sepia-tinged backdrop of a paint-peeling maternity ward, someone, somewhere, was being read the last rites. One in, one out. Balance was restored. Over the weekends that followed, my first, a private eulogy was made each Sunday for the sins of the Saturday and Friday. The weekend was the carrot to my cart horse, the social sniff which dragged me through the grey days to the restricted freedom of the 48 hours. But like a hungry baby, 2 sucks was not enough. Thursday became the new Friday. Wednesday the new Thursday. Monday the old Saturday. The weekend invaded the week much as if Monaco marched across the border into France, decadent but ill-equipped. Before you knew it, there was going to be a dead princess. The things I wanted to say with the book really were that our generation, Generation Y, people my age, we kind of need saving from our apathy really. We haven't had a world war to fight, our kids don't have scurvy, we've got hot power showers, we've got Blu-rays, we've got lattes, yet we're still miserable, we're still moaning, something's always still wrong. And I felt that I wanted really to explore a character against the backdrop of this kind of surfeit of choice which seems to bring us down, and hopefully I've done it in a way which kind of makes you think but makes you laugh at the same time. And onto the next thing now, onto the next crisis for a generation to solve.